Ducklings, Validity Team League casting of the week 1 of Validity Team League match thingy. I'm your host, Still Mold. Still like the metal. Mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. And with me is our one and only Blisk, otherwise known as Proxy Blisk. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Very good, Steel Mold. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Had a busy day and a long night, but we're good now. All right. Now this is going to be a replay cast. We're going to take our time just to give people some chance to log in and stuff, because we're streaming without delay and without waiting time, because we're busy people. Not really. We're not. Just just started the stream. Just did the thing. Yeah, this is going to be a replay cast of our match with Confed Esports. Now, you did not see any of the matches, right? Any of the games, Blisk?
I have no idea who won any of the maps. I didn't see anything. It was pretty late last night for me when they were playing. So
yeah, so myself included, I have no idea. I have the replays here right in front of me. I have a thingy in front of the screen so that I don't see any timings and such. So I have no clue. Your guess is as good as mine as to what comes in the future. So you're getting a raw cast experience. The raw experience, the real experience, only here at CranKy Ducklings.
Wow,
right. I forgot to turn on my laptop. That's what I forgot, because I like to have my the stream running in the laptop next to me, so that I can monitor any stuff that happens. Hold on. Start up. Yeah.
one is going to be between our very own CranKy Kuro, the manager, the
spirit behind the CranKy Ducklings, if you will.
Spirit behind, the organizer, the admin,
the mother goose.
Yeah.
Off the pond.
And Killer, who's going to be a Terran. So a little TVZ to start off with.
Yeah, now this is the Platinum League slot, right? I think, question mark.
I think so too.
Correct us if we are wrong. Group, Kuro, 16th Squad Sanseki, 16th Squid Sansaki.
Catatonic, who's couldn't make it. So.
Alright, it's 2 black players, okay. Hey, Daunted! Nice to see you here again. Daunted, the #1 hype man EU. For those who don't know. Alright. I think we babbled long enough. Let's get this party started, shall we? Our first map is going to be Fracture. I believe this is a Losers Peak map, I think, question mark. Correct us if we are wrong, and we shall just go right into it. Beep, 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 beep. What? Where my beeping stop? Oh, it's only 3 beeps. I thought there'd be more beeps. No.
One of your favorite maps in the map pool.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Alright, everyone. Welcome to Fractured and Whole, LE. LE, in case you did not know, stands for Lofty Evening. Lofty Evening. That's when it's evening and you are on a roof somewhere. And it's lofty. In the northwest of Fractured and whole. From our own team, the CranKy Ducklings, is RTL Zerg Kuro.
We're not biased at all, right? We want both players to win equally in this match.
No, we're totally biased. In the southeast, representing the Confed. Or what was it? The Confederation? They have a couple of names. Confed Gaming and the Confederation. Let's say the Confederation. Representing the Confederation, even though they're sporting the Korhal, the Sons of Korhal symbol, which is the opposite of the Confederation within the game lore. It confuses me. It is Killer. And it looks like Krupp has already stolen something.
Signature.
Yeah,
Signature gas deal.
This signature CranKy Ducklings welcome. Alright. Killer doesn't seem to be phased by this, but yeah.
It's
now
not
if you,
actually. Yeah, taking the gas off Terran. I mean, unless they were gonna go for mech.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
Really...
Unless you go for Meg, this is not the end of the world. It's just something annoying that you have to deal with. It kind of takes you off your stride, but yeah, let's see. Well, we do see a factory going up first for Killer. This could still be a 1-1-1, not a complete mech play, but who
Yeah,
knows?
just for the Hellions, I think. I guess by stealing the gas, you make sure that there's gonna be no cyclones. Or
Yeah. At least less cyclones. Okay, so
one kill.
if it goes in, 2 kills, nice.
Kills
One
always
was a Zergling and a worker, right? Yeah, drone. Okay, so that was a good Reaper run. It looks like oh, going for a 1-1-1. Yeah, so we'll probably see Hellion drop, judging by the timing here. That's an option. It tends to work really well, especially on a small map like this, where you could get that medivac with the Hellions in, and then run around from different angles. Keep progressing.
Banshee. It's a bit early to see. We do see so maybe swap the starport or
yeah, I think that's why I think I thought it was a medivac just because the starport was away from the add-ons. Usually, if you switch, you usually build them next to each other to minimize that situation. Alright, no, just 2 Hellions poking with the Reaper. We overread into this. Ah, but there's an armory. That is an early armory.
Yeah, early armory. Probably for a Hellbat, unless he wants to just get the +2 attack.
No, Kuro did miss it with this Overlord. Did not get to scout that. And it's going to be chased away before it has a chance to see it. So there's your scouting thingy. But yeah, Killer is getting a +1 bioweapons. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of Hellbats probably. Kuro in the meantime, sticking on the
I don't know,
tier
I'm
1
confused.
units.
Because he took off his factory from the reactor, so
Yeah,
I mean, if he is gonna go for a Hellbat, it's only gonna be 4.
Yeah, I think it's
and
no, maybe it was a bait and switch. It's possible. Although, why would you get that armory this early then? It's
on the Hellions, so
for the blue flame. Probably. Do you need you need an armory for blue flame, right?
don't.
I don't remember.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you don't. You only need it for doors and the mines burrow faster.
Hmm.
And I'm just confused by Terran because he hasn't started stim or anything with the
Yeah, which is odd because when you're going that many Marines, you want that steam.
going blue flame, but he has no Hellions.
No, Kuro is
It's
Kuro is getting some Hydras. So with Linkbane Hydra, she'll be in a really good position to counter this, especially if Steam is so late, because you know Terran is not harassing on the other side of the map.
And her work account is much higher than her opponent. If you look at the two armies, hers is a lot better, although she couldn't really attack. But she doesn't need to because she's a base ahead.
Now, if she gives the Terran too much time, that could be a problem. Oh, wait, what? This is something you don't see often. High-capacity fuel tanks for medivacs. This is... Yeah.
I've seen it, ever.
Yeah.
In all of my games, replays I've watched, I have never seen this upgrade.
Yeah, it's one of the least useful upgrades in the game.
I've never seen it in a professional game, anything.
They keep every time they mentioned it, they said there was one game where some player used it and it baffled everyone and it ended up being not that useful. Because what it does, it increases the length of time where you get access to the booster, but not the cooldown. So it's kind of...
I thought it was for the medivacs.
No, it's for medivac boost. Alright, with medivacs,
At the
no
third?
pickup.
Well, that's good. She's managed to lift.
Yeah, now the
Hydra's
tanks...
gonna-
yeah, the tanks are going to prevent anything from actually moving in. She needs to be careful not to lose too much. But yeah, denying the third is great, considering she has a third base already, sitting pretty, not letting the Terran advance anywhere, and basically Killer has to sit down and turtle now.
He has that blue flame for his Hellions.
Yeah, and there are no Hellions. I think this may have been a bit of a confused tech switch. No,
There's...
but they are making 3 Liberators at a time. That might throw Kuro off her march. I mean, she has a lot of Hydralisks, and they're about to have range as well, so it's good to deal with. But you know, Liberators in conjunction with tanks can help a Terran turtle very well.
Yeah, it's tough if you have the Liberators sieging at 2-3 different places while the push is happening. Kuro's got creep spread, so that's good.
Yeah.
Liberators are just being used defensively, and it even Killer even went Planetary Fortress at his third.
Yeah, it helps that base survive a little longer with the tank backup, which it should be up. But Kuro is already way ahead in workers. She's getting the 4th base set up. She's spreading creep. She's got overlords all over the place. Look at the vision on Kuro.
That's
This is fantastic.
light training.
Yeah, this is some light VIP shit right here. Oh, I've never seen this upgrade before. Light to 2018. Yeah, I'm guessing we're not the first to point this out. This upgrade. Okay.
History in the making.
Alright, so in terms of army, Kuro is building a much better army and a much bigger one. She's going to have better and upgrades that are going to be quite equal. With the Kuro having better carapace. But I just like this composition much better. The Linkbane Hydra with all them upgrades.
gonna be really tough for Killer to take a 4th base, I think.
How many liberators does it take to kill a wounded overlord? 3 volleys, 4 volleys, 5 volleys, 6, 7. Took 7 volleys for 3 liberators to kill an overlord. Oh boy.
It has supply block. Kuro?
Yeah, but she's already way ahead in supply anyway, so it's not that big of a deal.
And man, the creep spread is really good. Like, this creep spread is much better than any creep spread in my games.
Well, considering this is quite a small map, then it's not actually that, you know, that ahead.
Yeah, you're gonna say it's not impressive. I think it's impressive.
I don't want to be condescending on Kuro. Oh, Kuro, it's impressive for you. No. You know, it's a small map. Usually you by this stage of the game, we are 12 minutes in, you have creep spread all the way to the Terran base.
That's a new thing. Okay, back when I played a lot of StarCraft, it wasn't like that.
Well,
alright, double medevac drop coming at Kuro's 3rd base. The medevac here.
She's bringing the army back to defend.
15 drones, not the end of the world.
It is if you keep letting these things do damage here, and if they manage to actually pack up and leave, that's pretty bad. But I think all these hydralisks will be enough. Nope.
Going in the main.
Medevac is pretty damaged. That's 22 workers so far.
Yeah, but at this stage of the game, I mean, she can make 20 drones. Put them back at that base.
Yeah, but it is damaged, and now Killer is moving in on the front there. And starting to throw Kuro, you know, off her stride. Because it's starting to put pressure in different locations, and she has basically all of her army moving from one problem to the other. Where's that? There, the medevac, full medevac is still there, by the way. So that could be dropped in later. Now she kinda wants to start knocking on the front door here, but there's a lot of Terran siege units here. Those liberators and the tanks are just not something you want to walk into. There's a +2 tanks. What she's going to do is get a whole bunch of ultralisks with chitinous plating and just, you know, punch through.
We're so close to dying from the spore. All the Marines were in the damage medevac. Gonna try to snipe the infestation.
They actually managed it. Now this grid could kill the medevac if the if Killer packs up and leaves, which they don't really need to. And Kuro will bring some of her army back. No. Looks like she's taking these papaya-looking ultralisks and charge ahead. Ooh, she's about to lose her evolution chambers. That's her upgrades. That's not something you want to lose. Basically, the only defense against this drop was queens and broodlings from destroyed buildings.
3rd base.
Yep. Here come the
Looks
papayas.
like she's gonna power. It is a bit worrisome because she's not remaking those drones. She has 62 Zerglings queued up, so I think she's trying to.
Yeah, this is a bit of a base trade, except Kuro has the much stronger army, I think. Kuro hasn't really been defending so far. All of these units have just been standing here. Yeah, this is not. You can't punch into that. She is bringing reinforcements, but this is just Zerglings. A lot of them, but still just Zerglings. Yeah, that drops. Yeah, there's 3 or 4 Marines doing all this damage at home.
Until they get cleaned up.
Yeah.
And the Terran counterattack is here. We don't have any banelings or anything in production for Kuro.
Yeah, 47 banelings. Okay, she turned all of her Zerglings into banelings. Basically.
And it looks like she redroned a little bit.
She's playing Zagara. right here. Alright, alright. Let's see what happens with that. I mean, she still has quite a big bank of minerals. Not gas, but minerals. So, and she didn't lose any of her hatcheries. She's still in a pretty good position to rebuild a strong army. She'll find it difficult to punch through the Terran defenses, but here's the thing, she doesn't really have to. This Terran is still on the two first bases that they had at the beginning of the game. That third base was destroyed, and they're starving, and Kuro has 4 bases. Nice and lovely in mining. Look at the difference in income. Kuro's maintaining a huge income advantage throughout this entire time. And yeah, she's rolling in. The Ultralists and the Banelings doing exactly what they should be. Ultralists tanking damage so the Banelings can get to the bio units. Nice kiting by Killer, but that's all the units they have left. I think these Hydralists are the killers here. They're going to end the game.
Yeah, with 28 Zerglings on the way, I think it's looking good for Kuro.
Yeah, there we go. GG. Group, hero of the wasteland, savior of esports. It is Group.
All right, 1-0.
That was very nice. That was very nice. All right, let's set the score and check out the game number 2. Let's raise up this thing so we can oh, look at that, it's our friend Kevin BCX. Kevin, other one known as Kevin, not the Kevin Bacon. They definitely played against us in the last match we had last season, in the match we had against Confed. The map is going to be Acid Plant. There we go. So it's our Kevin Bacon versus Kuro. Alright, let's block that thing so I don't see the timings. Set up the game. Very nicely done, group. I thought it was a bit dangerous for a second there, but she took her time and rebuilt an army and went for the win.
Yeah, it was a bit dicey because she killed a third and then everything was good. But then she was trying to attack in a funnel with the ultras and there was no high ground vision and the tanks were shelling and all the bio was behind the wall.
Yeah.
Her attack could have been dangerous and the drop wasn't cleared up at the same time. So I got a bit nervous there.
Yeah, but you know, once you keep the 4 bases and you realize, oh wait a minute, I still have stuff, and I mean the Terran could have done more damage, I think, with the counter attack, but it took so long that she was able to get more Ultralisks out, get all those Banelings set up, and yeah, that was it. All right, let's get into the second game.
It's always a scary moment when you see like, okay, the ultras are queued up and they take like a minute and a half to get built, or it feels like a minute and a half. I don't know the actual time.
Yeah, it's rough. It's scary, but yeah, she did the smart thing. Alrighty then. Yes, we are on Acid Plant LE. LE, Blisk, in case you did not know, stands for legible equipment. Legible equipment. That's when you have equipment, and the stickers on them, on the equipment, on the piece of equipment, is legible. So you know, all the warning labels and stuff. They're legible. So you know what you're up against. It's very important.
Wouldn't that be wouldn't that be legible equipment stickers and not just legible equipment? Is when the equipment is shaped as letters and you can read them well. No.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's try something else then. No, this is just a place. In the northwest corner of the map, already putting one score in the bank for the CranKy Ducklings, is our team master, if you will. Our Tilzerg, it is Kuro. And in the southeast corner of the map, representing Confed, our purple Protoss. Give it up for Kevin Bacon. We're assuming it's red Kevin Bacon and not Kevin Books, but you know, Kevin Bacon is much more fun to say.
Put down. He was supposed to put a base in her base, in his base. Oh, it would have been really good in that situation.
What?
Kuro had a drone at Kevin Bacon's natural, and she had 300 minerals. And she could have.
Yeah, I know your first instinct is to proxy Blisk, but it's not. Doesn't work for everybody, you know.
There's a
oh,
time and a
there's
place.
an opening! There's an opening!
The
Zucklings are in. They're inside. They're surrounding the zealot. Noise. They can actually depower this pylon. And Kevin
supply block.
Supply block.
He's already supply blocked Kevin Bacon.
Oh, this is so good. This is such a huge win at the beginning of the game.
3 base behind it as well. It's just gonna power up drones now.
And alright, that's not a lot of 4 probes and a pylon, and basically depowering the only pylon here. That's a great win. And look at that, Kuro going for a 3rd hatchery.
It's mining time.
Capitalizing on all of this this early win. Yeah, that's really good. That's about as good as you can hope from a six link team 6 in ZTT.
Yeah, now we just have to watch out for the adept counterattack, and
which is coming. It's been these twin adepts being chrono boosted. It looks like Kevin Bacon might stay here and be defensive. Nope. Seeing no more Zucklings coming in. Going to check for a proxy. Looks if Kevin Bacon takes taking his time. This is just giving Kuro more and more time to get stuff and counter this.
Steel.
Hmm?
What do you think of the Protoss wall with all these buildings?
Not the most efficient of thing is, you know, because the choke is between the pylon and the gateway. I mean, by now it's not that big of a deal because you already have adepts out. But as you saw at the beginning of the game, plugging it is a bit of a difficult one when you have one zealot. Okay,
Adepts are coming in.
Yeah, they're
gonna shade inside. No, cancelled.
No, they're going to try and go for the 3rd, but there's only a queen here. Not a lot of potential for damage.
Kuro's been rallying all her drones to her natural, which is just like this one.
Yeah. We saw Kevin Bacon almost getting that transfer. There were two drones that could have been killed here, but the adepts were just slightly bit too late to actually catch them. And yeah, these adepts get absolutely nothing done. They kill 1 Zergling, I think. No, that was more. That was 6 Zerglings that they killed. My bad. What's the difference between 1 Zergling and 6 Zerglings? Come on. Practically the same number.
And Oracle coming in for
Kevin, yeah. We see some Immortals, which is kind of looks like to be honest, I think these immortals. I don't think an immortal can actually pass between this wall. If I think an adept can walk through that, but I'm not sure about an immortal.
I think the immortal is going to be stuck in his base or having to kill.
Okay, Oracle coming into the third base. Which you see it's pretty much empty, only killing some larvae. That's a bit rough because this Oracle should have been the comeback king for Kevin.
Equal workers though right now.
That Oracle is so low in health. It can't really come in here anymore, but it wants the scout. Very important. Okay, sees the roach warren being made and the roach spear being researched. Doesn't see the 18 roaches already prepared, but you know, I'm assuming the Protoss have enough of an imagination to assume that that's coming. And he's starting charge and going to set up a third base. That third base, it's very dangerous. That if Kuro goes for this third base with 18 roaches, there's nothing Kevin Bacon can do about it. He's getting a Void Ray, which is pretty good against roaches. It's better to have a few more though. Oh, is that a cancel on the Hydralisk? Okay. Right.
No, it's behind her main base.
Yeah, I think she built one building and then cancelled and built it again. Kind of missed what was happening there. Ooh, alright, we have some stasis plays here.
Kuro doesn't know about the third base, so she's not pressuring it, but she's pushing out with her army.
I think this pylon, yeah. Kevin Bacon is killing this pylon, but I think he forgot that this is the only pylon he has here.
It's 2 squares, I guess, is what we would call
it.
So,
he doesn't have enough energy for a tag? How much energy is a tag?
We're gonna get the stasis ward, but I think
that's
Kuro
not enough. I don't think that's enough. Yeah, she doesn't even need to focus it. Just having a few units at the back would be enough. I think she's actually losing a bit too much. That Void Ray is really low on health. One bile shot could actually kill it.
Right.
Okay, that was a bit of a throw from Kuro.
The units lost. Not the best of fights, but
yeah, I think if she got the Nexus, that would have been great, but or at least passable. But right now, she just threw an entire army and got not much out of it.
I think she could have backed up until at least the roaches got out of the stasis and then come back in. If the stasis ward hadn't been there, I think it would have looked completely different.
Yeah, definitely. As it is, she now has to defend this fourth base without much at hand. She's trying to switch to the other ones, the flying ones, Mutalisks.
She's got the Spire on the way, but I think the Hydras are going to be really good here.
Problem is she's pure Hydra.
But against what Kevin Bacon is moving up at the third base, pure Hydra is going to be fine, I think.
I mean, at this number, yeah. I mean, but in terms of a composition, Hydralisks alone aren't really the best. You know, against an equal size army, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I was just talking about this situation in particular.
Yeah.
It's too bad she didn't go down and get a couple of extra kills before the recall was over.
Yeah.
And she's got the Spire, but she hasn't banked up enough gases.
She's mining a lot of gas. She's at 1,000 gas per minute, 1,000 gas per minute, so should be good, I think. Problem is, it's gonna be a lot of storm for Kevin Bacon. It's already researched because there are 5 High Templars getting energy, and a Fleet Beacon is finished, and another Stargate. How many Stargates do we have now? We have 2. So still not the big production. Get a mothership coming in. So it's not a complete switch to Skytoss. Just adding the mothership for some extra combat utility, which I like. Kuro is way ahead in upgrades though. Kevin just now building the forges, and I think she has more than enough to hold this, especially considering she's surrounding the Zerglings. She really has to get rid of the High Templars and be careful with the storms, and I think she'll have it without a problem.
Yeah, lots of... I don't know how many storms left, but
not a lot.
She has to stay on top of the
Maybe
ramp.
1 or 2. If she splits well, she could definitely do it.
Put a ramp, stay there.
Yeah.
No need to go down there.
Yeah, that's the end of it. Actually, I don't think there are any more storms.
Yeah, so Protoss... yeah, no more storms for the Protoss.
Yeah, and I surround again with the Zerglings.
This is really good. She cleans up this army.
Yeah, the Immortals are really expensive units. You don't want to lose those. Even the Phoenix will go down here. No, Phoenix. The Phoenix lives. But yeah, this is looking really good for Kuro. She's on 4 bases. She's got a great economy. Now Kevin's economy is also pretty good. On 3 bases, fully mining. But the army supply needs to rebuild everything. And also, no upgrades. Kuro is going to get +3 range and +1 melee. And that's to the no upgrades that Kevin has. And that's a lot of High Templar. How many is this? It's 8 High Templars banking energy. Kevin is just banking on Storm. Actually, wow, that's an Artosis pylon if I ever did see one. Killing that could actually destroy a lot of Kevin's production. There we go.
Just be careful about with the storms here.
Yeah. Here comes the mothership and the High Templars coming in. Get careful of the storm. She has no detection. Yeah. Really want to back away from this one. That was quite a few worker kills. It's about 14, I think. Workers died here.
It's mining time, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
1 zealot here. Just died.
He just disappeared. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now what is Krupp doing for Vision 1 Overseer? Don't want to be, you know, overextend with the observation
With
here.
the overseer. They're expensive, man.
1 is enough.
50. Yes.
I need overlords.
Where are the corruptors? Okay, she's got lots of corruptors. Those storms.
And yeah. Oh, the corruptors. No, they're just walking. They're just moving. Okay, now they're on attack command. There we go. They were on move
Now
command.
they need
So
to go back home, morph into broodlords. 6 circlings on the way.
yeah, she did lose all of her ground armies, so that's a bit of a problem. But yeah, this carrier is gone.
She's got so much money, but she's not making anything.
She's making Zerglings. That should be enough to clear this out, or at least.
She's gonna lose. She's gonna lose all the corruptors if she doesn't watch out.
Yeah.
Citrus.
I mean, the corruptors could actually be on the other side of the map. You know.
You could be morphing into broodlords as well. There's nothing on the Protoss side that can take care of broodlords right now.
Yeah, I
Making
concur.
Tempest
I agree. think Kuro is panicking a little, trying to just survive this attack.
Oh, the Corruptors are so weak now from that one Archon that was taking shots at them while they were all stacked up.
Yeah, but Corruptors are pretty good units when you have a lot of them, even if they're a little weak. She does manage to keep this one hatchery. It's so low on health though. And look at that, Hero Overseer. It actually survived the battle.
The whole fight.
And yeah, she's confirming she was just trying to survive. Yeah, and here come the Broodlords. She thought she was about to lose. Come on. Come on! Group, look at the upgrades. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. They have 1+1 ground army weapons. And that's it, nothing else researching.
Corruptors, there's no Archons this time.
Yeah, but there's a lot of stalkers on the ground, but if they are shooting the Corruptors, that's pretty good actually, because they're not shooting the Broodlings or the Broodlords. And there is everything cleaned. 92 army supply to 0. So even though she took a lot of economical damage, there's just nothing on the Protoss side. And look at that, no production. There's nothing in production. There's some Zealots and High Templars. But by the time these come into play, there's not going to be anything left here.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to remake that whole army, and Protoss hasn't banked up as much money as Kuro has.
Yeah.
So a bit of a tough situation here.
Yeah.
GG.
There we go. GG. Well played. Group. With a double win. Look at that. Who's the killer now?
Garrett there.
All right. Oh. Okay.
Nickname her Heart Attack CranKy.
So heart crank attack.
Crank Attack.
All right. Now
Oh my god.
Kuro group kill the killer, and now she's up against the assassin, who's Protoss. Okay. And the map is going to be below shift. There you go. Double check the spelling of the name. Don't want to get anything wrong. Let's block out the timing so we don't see how long the games are. Cool, bringing home the bacon. Yep. Group the all kill machine.
Yeah, maybe she all kills.
I'm all for that. I'm all about that. Right, are we ready for the next game?
How about yourself?
I am ready. Let's go. Get in there. Right. Boop. Boop. That's it. You only get 3 bips when it's a replay. No need for heavy preparations. You know, like 10 bips.
Yeah. Well, I guess Assassin. I don't know if he's seen the game. I don't know. Maybe the other team was streaming, or maybe they just had to wait patiently.
I don't know.
Maybe
if
they were allowed in the lobby.
I don't know if they were streaming. There was probably a team captain in the game. I know Light was in the game, narrating what was going on.
Remo was in the game as well, so maybe he's told him, watch out. Early pools. Make sure your wall is good.
Alrighty then. Welcome to Blue Shift. Hashtag not my shift LE. LE. Of course, in case you did not know, BLISK stands for Letter Exhibition. Letter Exhibition. That's when you get a letter and you wanna show your family and friends. Hey, look! I've got this letter. It's an artifact from the past. Who the hell gets letters anymore? And then you want to display it because it belongs in a museum. Letter Exhibition. Alright. in the southwest. Representing
I won't.
representing valiantly the CranKy Ducklings is our very own hero of the wasteland, Krupp, otherwise known as Kuro. And in the northeast corner of the map, representing Confed, our blue Protoss. Give it up for the assassin.
Right. So Kuro's stealing the gas before taking her own, but I like this.
The
against Protoss.
retaliation by assassin that's blocking the natural for Kuro. Yeah.
But the wall is much better for assassin this game, and the 6 Zerglings are coming, but the zealot is on the way. He's not.
Yeah,
supply
it's
blocked
completely
this
sealed as far as I can see. There is no
There's a gap.
no opening. No. Oh, there is a gap. Oh, this tiny little gap thingy. Where's my zoom button? There we go.
time. Right. So let's see what these Zerglings can get done. Gonna go after the gateway.
Yeah.
Oh, zealot coming out. Can he get in? Can he get in? No.
No, just keep doing damage. Keep microing. That's the trick here. Keep
Not
trying-
fall blind.
Keep
Not fall behind.
either forcing the zealot to open up the path or get some damage in the gateway. Basically annoy the Protoss. And look like assassin also getting a tasteless pylon over here.
Yeah. And he got a sentry just because I guess he was scared of anything, and the fact that Kuro stole his gas. Saw the sentry. You know that they're not going to be getting a Stargate because that gas went towards the sentry. So I guess it's good for Kuro. Like, you have an idea already what on the Protoss side.
Yeah, and actually saying she gave up when she saw the sentry. Yeah, because once there's range damage, there's no point in playing this game. That not StarCraft in general. Don't quit StarCraft just because someone made a sentry. That's silly. Curses! Rage quit! Table flip! Nah. Fucking sentries!
This Overlord is spotting composition, and we'll see the when warp gate is finished. So
Ooh, a pylon at the front.
yeah, scouting pylon.
It's pretty close for scouting. Scaro 96, this is broadcast live, but it's a replay cast. So the matches happened yesterday night, about 18 hours ago or so, something like that.
Yeah,
But we haven't seen him. Neither myself nor Blisk have seen any of the games, so we do not know who won, who lost, what happened. Alright, Overload goes down. Assassin going for a third already. Thing I'm worried about for Assassin is that there was really no harassment damage done. It's more critical against a Zerg to do some damage, some harassment. I mean, Assassin is keeping up economically, so they're not behind at all, and they have a pretty good army being built here. And with the double robo, it's just going to be a really powerful Protoss. Yeah,
is okay. He has his third base is up, and Kuro's third base is not mining yet. He's got army lead, which is pretty substantial. Tech lead, I would say as well.
I got confused about the. I thought Kuro had more workers, but actually it's Assassin who has more workers. So yeah, I'm worried for Kuro, because yeah, she's a base behind essentially.
And it's to do damage if Zerg's not economically, you know. I think Assassin can stay at home.
Alright, that's a nice little bit of damage, but you know, 3 workers for 3 Zerglings, that's quality, but not enough. There needs to be more. And I think Kuro now realizes this is a very saturated third base. She either needs to ramp up economy or just go all in with what she has, because she's going to be chasing economy now. That's 14 workers ahead. And it looks, yeah, she's just going roaches. What speed is about to finish, +1 range. So she's going to be in, there's a window of opportunity where she's going to be ahead in upgrades. I'm going to have a lot of cucarachas here. Some ravagers to back up, and she's just making more roaches. She's going all in with this with what she has here, which I think is the smarter choice.
Yeah, but roaches against double immortal production with 2 full centuries.
Yeah, which is why I'm saying she needs to go all in now before there are more immortals in. Now there's only 3. It's manageable with Ravager backup, but later it will not be possible to handle that.
The good battle shots, and she managed to get the sentries. Good micro on Assassin's side, keeping those immortals up as long as possible.
Yeah, but the most of the Ravagers are still alive. They're still biling the Portus army, and that's all of the immortals.
And a Stalker.
Oh,
Stalker
wait, where's Kuro's army? I was looking at the numbers and I was looking up and I was like, wait, what? There was a Zerg army here before. Yeah, that's a big problem from Kuro. That was not enough damage. It did, you know, it did reset Assassin's army. But yeah, economically, it's still way ahead.
I did her third base during that fight, so I think she takes a 4th now.
Yeah, I think during that fight is when it was the right time to take start taking a 4th hatchery. And now it's in a bit of a problem, because the next time Assassin builds an army, I don't think Kuro will have enough to actually fight it. Even though she's keeping ahead in upgrades, I don't think it's just going to be enough, because, you know, roaches won't scale as well. And you do see a robotics facility set up. Not sure if it's just, yeah, well, it's going to be Colossus. Yeah. Now Kuro isn't able to deny the 4th base here, and Assassin already has enough to actually do a counter-attack. It's quite a bit of roaches, and doesn't have a lot of immortals. Guardian Shield isn't really all that effective. It does likely cover most of the army, but yeah, the Kuro doesn't have a lot to fight with here.
Disruptors.
One immortal taking the dangerous road, but it actually manages to get to the army. Yeah, this is looking really bad for Kuro. She was already behind economically before this base went down, and now that it's down, I think if Assassin just plays carefully, I think they have it. Oh, it's actually disruptors. That's weird. Get thermal lance and then get disruptors. It's a bit weird. And, okay, the war prism goes down, but so does everything else Kuro has. She's got these spines here, but yeah, I think the disruptors should be able to clear that out. soon enough. Oh, those were great disruptor shots. No transfuses from the queens, and yeah, that's. There we go. GG.
GG.
So we don't have an all kill.
Well, still, taking out 2 people. That's
that's fantastic.
It's a great start.
Yeah. Alrighty.
It seemed like Assassin knew.
Yeah. Assassin definitely had information about what Kuro was up to in the previous game. Someone was like, "Yeah, wall, get a good wall off."
And he delayed Kuro's natural for a really long time. So.
Alright, so our next player from the CranKy Ducklings will be Quirky, and the map is going to be Lost and or Found. There we go. So Quirky is a brand new addition to the CranKy Ducklings roster.
Yeah.
He's
I haven't. I haven't seen him play.
He's a Protoss / Zerg player. He recently switched to Zerg. Player from Australia. He played in the Sea Duckling Open a few times. We always liked I like the name Quirky. I always try to say it with an Australian accent, and I fail. And I fail. It doesn't work. I don't know how to do Australian accent.
Just add mate to everything. Quirky mate.
Quirky mate. Alright. Okay. So we are ready. Let's set this up. Invite you in. And I think Quirky is also platinum player, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Krupp. Alright. Yeah, it's plat, diamond 2, 3, and diamond 1. Yeah, Quirky is platinum. Alright. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Please never try to imitate Australians again. That was dreadful. Alright, mate.
There for 2 years, but it's not an easy accent to do.
Yeah. It's a pretty difficult one. Someone explained it is because it's Australian accent is basically like 7 different accents all mashed up together. Which is why
just,
people find it so difficult.
Australian accent comes from the British people who were there, were 1, drunk all the time, and 2, there's so many flies in some places that you kind of don't want to open your teeth because otherwise you get flies inside of your mouth.
I don't.
So the Australian accent is just drunk.
I don't think that's canon. All right.
I think it might be cannons because he sent a probe before the pylon was finished.
Right. So let's get this interest over. We are lost and found. LE. LE of course stands for likely entanglement. Likely entanglement. That's when someone is likely to do a cannon rush. It's a likely entanglement. Which they are not. They're not getting a foot. So in the northeast of the map, not cannon rushing, representing Confed, our purple Protoss, already putting 1 point on the board for Confed. Give it up for Assassin.
It's so far. I mean,
and in
it feels like the pylon is normally further back.
And in the southwest, a first representation of the CranKy Ducklings, our newly acquired Australian teammate. Give it up for Quirky. And it looks like Assassin blocked up the hatchery yet again. For Quirky as well as for Group. Now what you're saying, the pylon is far back?
Forward. Super forward.
Forward.
Typical wall.
Well, yeah, they're getting a second pylon, so not a problem.
And I wasn't offending Australian Scarrow. I was just stating facts about where it's derived from. Well, it's actually a linguist who told me that. So
I think that person was, as they say, winding you up.
no, fair situation. It's an actual fact. Look it up. Look, Google it. Google it. You'll see.
No, I think it's more the more sound theory is that it was just many people from many different accents within the British Empire, and also all kinds of other places. So you got a mishmash of different accents that eventually coalesce together. And also, not only convicts went to Australia. You do realize that. It's just one aspect of that colonization. Anyway, Quirky, to try and punch in with some Zerglings, but yeah, seeing the adepts in shouldn't really work here. There's no probe coming in. They actually managed to get in there. The probe was a little too late. The Zerglings are in. They have speed and they are just munching on probes. That's a pretty nice catch. So that was 11 probes.
Holy cow!
Yeah, that's pretty badass, man. And that's actually Quirky is still behind on workers though. That third hatchery was quite late. I mean, it's still not here. Looks like Quirky is just going all in with a two-base Zergling bust, painting bust. It's kind of a risky move. Some might say it's even a quirky move. Eh?
Well,
Eh?
I'd still like him taking the third base because he's got, and then it'll be easier to drone.
Yeah. We'll have more lava. This is oh, nice use of the force fields. And this bust is busted. It's a counter bust. Yeah.
Because even if you get the cybernetics core, warp gate is done. But no, it looks like he's not busting anything. Oh, he might get the gateway. Focus the gateway. I don't like it. Not with 3 sentries there.
Yeah. It's This is kind of bad. This is pretty bad for Quirky. When you're behind on bases, you're way behind on workers. You know, portals can just chrono boost workers. They don't even need to chrono boost them. They just, just make them 2 at a time. Just, it's gonna be rough. You also need to protect this natural, which is not in a favorable position. The one thing that's working for Quirky is that Assassin isn't really that active on the map. He scouts pretty well with those hallucinations. That's it. He's actually giving Quirky a lot of time to get back into this game. He's making more workers. He's getting a third hatchery set up. Yep. Yeah, I think Blisk disappeared. Blisk? Rip! Rip in pieces. Lisk?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you back?
Yeah, sorry.
Lisk?
I'm not on Wi-Fi. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, you disappeared both from Discord and on stream.
Yeah, things are not looking great for Quirky, are they?
Yeah, I know. Assassin is getting a third base, got a much bigger army, more workers. But I was saying before, I don't know if you heard it, but Assassin is giving Quirky quite a lot of time to rebuild. And that might be the danger here. Quirky is getting 3 evolution chambers, which I don't really like. I think it's a waste of resources that you really can't afford right now.
I don't know why you get range, right? Because you have nothing. Oh, there you go. Hydraulic testing is halfway there.
Yeah. I mean,
He's too poor to be doing this, I think.
yeah, it's quite poor. We're getting 3 upgrades at a time. It's too much.
Yeah, 3 upgrades at a time, but no Baneling speed. He's getting, if he gets Bane speed, it's 5 upgrades he's trying to get at the same time.
I mean, yeah, it's good if he manages to get that many, but again, he also needs another base. And the only way he survives now basically is if he gets another base and Assassin just stays at home. Doesn't harass, doesn't attack, doesn't push in, just buckles up.
Yeah, if Assassin stays home for the next, yeah.
And look at this. Look at this SimCity here on Assassin. He's got cannons. He's got pylons. This is an anti-run run by base.
Now, with Archons, full energy sentries, this is gonna be tough. Hydras are starting, but yeah. If you imagine those 3 upgrades would be Hydras right now, you'd have a
Yeah, I
holding this
mean,
push.
still yeah, this 4th base is going to go down. I don't think, yeah, Quirky will not have the time to actually make use of this. Oh, that was a kill, not a cancel. Alright, he's rushing in. Oh, he's actually attacking the rocks. Those Ducklings went for the rocks. Okay, it gets the Immortal, but that's 3 more Archons. And the sentries still have energy. There's not... Quirky is pretty much out of everything.
Yeah, it really looked like there was a... like Australian internet issue just as he was moving towards that army.
Well, that's actually that's totally possible. But I don't know where Assassin is from or where they play this. It's all possible that Australian internet had something to do with this.
Like heading towards the sentries in the middle of the army, and then they just, you know, went towards the rock, and then when he moved back, they all crashed into the Immortal.
Alright, and now just stuck with Banelings. They don't even have speed thing. Yeah. It's great force fields. There we go. An Assassin.
This one for the end of the fight.
Bringing it to a sideways 2-2. Alright, let's set up the next match, which is going to be Yakuzaku. Oh no. Alright, and the map is what's that? Dream? Oh no, it's Dreamcatcher. Oh no, Yaku. What did he do? What did he do this time? What did he do this time? Oh boy. Alright, let's set it up. Apparently, Yakuzaku played at 5 AM. So we already see excuses being made.
Did he play at 5 AM after sleeping or without sleep?
Probably without. You know, Yakuzaku, My money's on without sleeping. All right.
Went to bed really early and, you know, put his alarm at 4 in case he was the first to play and have a coffee.
Yaku sleeping? Pshaw. All right. Ready for next game?
Yeah. Yeah, let's...
Cool. Finally, TVP. Finally seeing some TVP action. We had TVZ, we had ZVP, and now we have TVP. So we're getting all the cross matches here today.
Non-mirror matchups.
Not yet. I don't know what's coming up next. So it's 2 and 2. There we go. Alright everyone, welcome to Memes and Dreamcatcher LE. LE of course stands for long expansion. Long expansion. That's when you make an expansion that's really far away and you long distance mine from it because that's good? Question mark? No, it isn't. In the southeast, representing Confed Gaming. Blue Protoss putting 2 points on the board already. Give it up for the Assassin.
Right, Yaku putting... sorry to interrupt. Yaku putting the SCV to stop the kill. So, he doesn't want his gas being stolen.
Yeah, he knows. And in the northwest corner of the map, blocking the gas from being stolen, our very own Pug Jump himself. Hold on, I have a list of all his nicknames here. I promised him that I'll do it when next time I cast him, and there we are. You know him as the Pug Jump, but you also know him as the Imitation Innovation, the Tasia from Asia, the Melt or May of MMA, the Not As Funny as Bunny, the Terran Iaguz, the Wine Fine Young Ryung, the Kelajur from Singapore, the DY Chicken Pie, the 4GG is more meme than dream. He's slightly more crappy than happy. He's the Trash Flash with no cash, the M to the K to the P, the Marine King Bug, the Captain of the Rain Pain Train, the Lean Mean Keen Machine, the Immature Cure, the Not As Smart as Heart, the now adult but not so much bolt. And he's more of a beauty than Beastie Cutie. But we just call him Yakuzaku. And while we were doing that, Assassin is proxying a robotics facility over here. Sorry, I'll tap down there. Yaku's Reaper getting 1 kill along the way, and will probably get out alive. Look at that.
Great.
Now Yaku did not scout any of this.
No, I'm not sure if he... something's wrong.
Yeah, he now realizes that there's something wrong and he's starting up a bunker, but... Oh, it's actually a supply depot. I thought it was a bunker.
I think he...
No, I think he's starting to panic and realize he's also going to lose the Reaper on the other side of the map. Oh boy. This is gonna be Immortals with shield batteries. That's going to be super powerful. And actually, Assassin skipping the Immortals. Looks like they're sticking to these Stalkers for now, which I think might be a mistake because once some Cyclones come out, I think Yaku will be able to hold this.
There's no bunker, there's nothing. He's getting 2 Cyclones. Yeah, I guess 2 Cyclones is good. But still, he's got the money for bunkers.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the time to build them.
Yeah, and he could float. He could float the command center back at the top instead of producing.
Yeah, I think he's just stuck on automatic pilot there. See, I think if Assassin made Immortals a little earlier, this could have been a lot better. Because the shield batteries, they're not really that good against Cyclones. The Cyclones have a lot of DPS and they get depleted pretty quickly. So you need to kill the Cyclones really fast. Oh, he loses one Cyclone. Okay, that's... yeah. That's that one Immortal at the right time. And Yaku actually wasn't making any more Cyclones. That's yeah. This looks like the end of it. Yaku's intro ended up being longer than the actual game. Okay. Alright, Yaku. Well, it was 5 AM and he hasn't slept in 2 days, probably. Press F to play.
But the Reaper is scouted, no expansion, so, I mean, just... these weirds happening. Just float up to your main base, put some bunkers, you know, get Cyclones or Siege Tanks out. Maybe make a, you know, Cloak Banshee.
Wait, Did Assassin drop out of the game? I'm getting a bit something weird here. I'm getting a different player. Group, can you explain? Did they switch players or something? Or am I getting the games confused? I'm looking at game 6 now. It's the Travi versus Light. Oh, okay. So Assassin had to live. Okay, so it's 3 and 3. So this is a walkover. And now we have the Travi, who's a Protoss player, versus Light. No, Light with 1G.
So this format, it's first to win 4 games, right?
Yeah.
3, this is match point. Everything on the line.
Okay, so the next map is Para Site.
Who did get a win then? Yaku did get a win then.
by tiring up Assassin?
Or maybe whoever's CranKy's next opponent has a win.
Light versus forfeit, okay.
Would have delayed the game ever so longer. You know, maybe Assassin would have had to quit mid-game and leave.
Okay, there we go.
To
now it
hold
makes
the
more
top
sense.
of your rank.
Okay, so we are up to the ace match. Wait a minute, so the ace match is game 6 that I have, or game 7? No, I think game 7 is just a filler, so I don't get spoilers. Alright. Our lawyers told us never to listen to what Yaku says. Yes. Our lawyers told us we need to say, don't try assassinating your girl and or boyfriend. What?
That's
Ah, okay, don't
Well,
is
if I
saying
ever know.
ironic. He could assassinate ducks, but not his own girlfriend? What?
and he had to leave because his girlfriend was tired of him playing StarCraft or something.
Oh. Nah. Wasn't keeping up with the conversation there, sorry. Alright.
Well, they didn't say that. I'm supposing. I'm extrapolating.
Let us not.
If everyone wants to do team play, do you want to drop this cast and play with Kronos?
Kronos always wants to play team games.
Against computers or against humans, Kronos?
Whatever. He just likes to play StarCraft.
Oh, Light's saying he sent you 7 replays to avoid spoilers.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
why
no,
you
no,
have
I know, I
7
know.
replays,
I just
even
wanted,
though,
wanted to make sure that I am we're having the correct one.
Yeah, I understand because
Yeah, I
wouldn't
know. Like
trust Light,
I asked Light VP to send me replays that way. That was my idea.
yeah, Light's saying it like if it was his idea, and people are like,
Like
brilliant.
No, it was.
IP.
Damn it! All right, I set up.
Taking all the credit.
It was I who set up the procedure. All right, let's get ready, huh? Right? It's your ace match. Let's get right in there. We are prepared. Let's see who won this. So at this point, it could go to anyone. I'm guessing these are the two diamond players.
Yeah, they're both diamond on their pictures. This season with a win.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's see where this goes. Alrighty then. Welcome everyone to Site LE. LE of course stands for Live Electrode. That's when there's there's an electrode and it's connected to power, and it's we don't want to touch that because you'll get electrocuted. It's very unsafe, and we're all about safety here. Probably, not really.
I think all electrodes are live still.
No, not if they're not connected to the power. They're not live. I think. Anyway, in the northwest, representing the CranKy Ducklings is our very own captain. In the green, he is Zerg. He is Light VIP. And in the southeast corner of the map, already making a forge, our purple Protoss, representing Confed, the Travi.
Oh, he sees it. Light sees it. He knows what's happening. Then,
alright. 3 pylons being set up at the natural. There's one on the high ground. This is the important one. Ah, he's getting a cannon on the high ground. Gotta clear this out.
3? Yes. Okay.
Now remind me again, do pylons power the high ground? I can never
pylon
remember.
on the high ground too.
I can never remember.
I mean, Light always drone scouts, and he always goes pulls first because he doesn't like to deal with this. But it looks like it's
yeah,
gonna go
he's
up.
very well prepared for this. This cannon should finish, and it will have enough pylons to actually power it. But again, it doesn't have eyes on the high ground, and there's a spine crawler being made. Light should be able to take care of this.
Zergling's at his opponent's base because he knows he has a spine, and that he's gonna. It's fine.
I think, yeah, Travi will say this if the Zerglings move out. Yeah, now without the cannon, we're clearing it up. Use the Zerglings to make sure this is cleared up. No more cannons. And yeah, now he's free to drone up, get some more Zerglings, send them out across the map, and do some damage.
Yeah, I mean, Travi's cyber core is gonna be so late.
And also the gateway, because he lost the gateway on the other side. No, it looks like Light is just searching for more proxies and getting a third base. Going to play pretty conservatively from now on. And look at that, already so much more gained. Light lost 2 Zerglings. The Travi lost 3 pylons, 2 cannons, and a probe. That's already a lot of resources at the beginning of the game diverted to this sort of stuff. And everything else is late. He's got this cannon that's going to be helpful in protecting against the Zerglings. So Light can't really bust this up right now. But he's just going to be so much ahead. Now the Travi is keeping up in terms of worker supply. But once Light has this third base, this is just going to be you know, he's going to run away with the economy, as they say.
He's scared as well. He's getting a shield battery. He hasn't. Oh, he did see the third base for Light.
Yeah, it did scout it. And Light does see. Light does see everything that's going on in Travis' base. Sees the Twilight Council.
And he's starting a spore.
Yeah, he usually gets spores in his bases anyway. But yeah, I know, just on the off chance that there's some DT shenanigans, because, you know, a Protoss behind. So there's always a good chance that they'll DT.
But he saw the Twilight wasn't finished, so unless it's like Lex level mind games where you're making a second Twilight that's gonna get scouted while you're doing the Dark Shrine somewhere else.
Yeah. No, but yeah, Light only got one spore. So yeah, it's also, you know, if you get the Twilight Council, you usually don't have a gate, Stargate, especially if you already spent so many minerals at the beginning of the game. So yeah, so Light is pretty safe at the moment. It's just droning up. Up to 55 walkers, and now let's just make roaches, getting roach speed, and getting all that cucaracha. Now, it's not... Have you noticed Light's creep spread?
Spore. Existing. Queens are made for injecting.
Yeah, queens just stop. Don't creep spread. It's just inject.
Well, he only has a queen per base. I don't think Light feels very comfortable against Protoss, so I mean he's gonna stop droning. He's just gonna be producing roaches. His plan is to fight on the other side of the map. So why do you need to creep straight at home if you're fighting at the Protoss base?
Well, at least connect this second base and third base. There's just this area over here, which is just like a giant annoying place.
I like it. And he has the Overlord to spot the third base, so this is perfect for Light. This is exactly.
Is he going to spot the? Yeah, he's going to spot the Zealots coming in, and yeah, he's already diverting his units. Oh, he didn't spot the ones in the main though. There was a warp prism. I didn't even see it.
And he's not going to his third base. He's recalled his whole army. Oh, this is bad.
Yeah, he's actually losing a lot of warp.
The game was going so well, but
doesn't get the warpism, but it does clean out a lot of the Travis army. And look at the army supply. Remember, Travis had a lot of delay at the beginning of the game, trying to transition out of that cannon rush. Oh, he's gonna lose the hatchery. That's bad. Not the end of the world. Light is still way ahead in army supply. He can actually just march across the map and start doing damage here, and there's not a lot of chance for Travi to actually save this third base, and Light can just rebuild while this is happening, and he might actually win with this. I mean, the Travi isn't actually making a lot of units. It's just cannons and shield batteries, which are not bad, but you know. That's a lot of roaches that Light has. 27 roaches, 7 Ravagers.
Yeah, but Immortals are good units.
Yeah, the buys are pretty good though. They're taking down the shields on the Immortals,
whilst killing the the Overseer there.
Yeah, this This third base is forfeit.
Travi couldn't fight there.
Yeah, that's all of Travis' army. I think Light actually did it. There we go. This base is going down. He's retaking his third. These spine crawlers might actually survive the long non-creep era. And here there's just a cannon to defend. And there's an immortal as well, and we got a lot of sentries, but that's all they can do is just delay this, and that's not going to give Travi too much. He's got a couple of immortals. If you had a warp prism, I say maybe, you know, some next level warp prism juggling of the immortals would have saved them, but as it is right now, Light just has so much more.
Yeah, and he's producing more light than Travi is.
It's triple the arm supply at the moment. And Travi just with just immortals, it's just not enough. GG is gold, and well played. No, Captain! Oh, Captain, my Captain! Brings it home with a 4-3. Oh boy, that was a bit clutch.
Again.
Ho. Ho ho ho. Alright. So we actually managed to win our first match here. What do you know? And I think I don't remember how did the last series against Confed go. I don't have the Wikipedia page open. I don't remember if I think we lost that one, if I recall correctly. So this is a bit of a revenge. Right.
Revenge of the Duck.
Revenge of the Ducks. The revengey Ducklings. Cranky Ducklings. Do not anger the duck, for he may be cranky, and shall quack at you. Quack quack. Yeah, we did lose last time. Group is confirming. That's why I remembered it. We lost to Confed, and that's why we didn't make it into the playoffs last season. So this is already a good start. We actually clawed our way back into the tournament. Now, full credit is due to Assassin's girlfriend, who who gave us the forfeit. Thank you for that.
She's our inside
the insider. Not that I'm encouraging anyone to prevent someone from playing StarCraft. You know.
Well, if it's our opponents and they're beating our players.
I mean, not to get too much into their relationship. I don't know how their relationship goes and what the personal matters there. But if you have a 3-win streak in a StarCraft 2 team league, that's come on.
I mean, if it's your 10-year anniversary, and your husband or boyfriend says, you know, oh, let me just play
again,
look, this quick game of StarCraft. That's conjecture. We don't know. Assuming the relationship goes standardly, I don't know. Feels a bit much, but I'm guessing there's more history that we don't know. So let's not overanalyze this. But again, it's a 3-win streak. Come on. And the guy is living up to his name. I mean, he's assassinating. Yeah. Assassinating ducks. All right. Well, thank you, Steel.
Thank you, Blisk. Thank you for joining us. It's me. We shall be back with the CranKy Ducklings on Friday with the Masters 1 Open.
Yeah, I'll be playing in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and which will be at 7 p.m. KST. 12 p.m. CET, and an ungodly hour anywhere in North America.
Or NA. I mean,
Yeah.
For Europe, it's noon. Noon is
Yeah,
perfect time for a tournament.
So yeah, next week we will be playing in VTL against Daily Life. So we'll probably have another replay cast of that in the same procedure, depending on availability and such, and timings and such. But yeah, we'd love to see you all there. Thank you for watching and joining us, and we shall see you on Friday. Have a great evening. Go eat something. Go to sleep, Yaku. Where's Light, by the way?